Most Singaporeans are avid coffee drinkers, but have you wondered what are the steps taken to get that brew of coffee in your cup? My name is Timothy, and come with me on this journey to find out how coffee is being made from bean to cup. Opened in 1953, Hainanese coffee powder is Singapore's oldest coffee roaster, and since then they've preserved the traditional way of roasting coffee even till today. Once you actually step in the shop, there's this very strong and fragrant coffee smell. It's really very nice. Uncle, my name is Timothy.
I'm Dominic. Nice to meet you.
I have some questions to actually ask you about coffee. I'm quite curious. So if you have some time, maybe you can take a seat.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
The first coffee beans were brought into Singapore by the Dutch East India Company, who traded their goods here. Hainanese immigrants worked for the Dutch, and some found jobs at their coffee processing factories. After the war, many Hainanese immigrants were forced to enter new occupations, and they turned to what they know best, which is food. Some entered the coffee shop trade by opening small coffee shops selling coffee that they had roasted on their own. This was the start of coffee roasting factories in Singapore. After some time, the Hainanese adapted their own taste for coffee and invented new recipes for roasting coffee beans with butter, sugar, and corn to bring out the flavours of the coffee beans they imported. Currently in Singapore, there are a few coffee roasters left that still use the old traditional methods. Hainanese Coffee Powder Factory is one of them that has stood the test of time. How long have you been in this coffee business?
This is my 30th year, but this shop has been around for more than 70 years.
So, what do you think is the benefit, and why do you actually want to roast your own coffee?
One main reason is that I can control this quality of the coffee. Because if I outsource, then I have lost the control of the quality of the beans. Because sometimes they roast not up to my standard or not what I want.
Okay, so can you actually tell us about the process of actually roasting the coffee beans?
Right now, I only roast brewed coffee here. Another type of coffee, which is the traditional coffee, I don't roast it here. Okay, that one because it is very labor intensive. I need a lot of manpower, so which I don't have. I have to outsource. Okay.
Maybe you can tell us a bit of the traditional way of roasting coffee.
Okay, traditional coffee is only popular in Singapore and Malaysia. Okay, it's very unique in our country. So the production is the coffee. After roasting the coffee until okay, then we add in sugar and margarine. Right? And there are two ways of roasting traditional coffee. Our method is we pour in the sugar. We pour in the sugar and later on add just another 1 or 2 scoops of margarine. Okay, but the later practice of the roasting factory in those industrial parks is they will cook the sugar. They will cook the sugar into liquid form, and then they will transfer the coffee, roasted coffee, to mix with the liquid sugar.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in an open wok.
Oh,
open one. So it's very different from the way that we roast here.
Hip Sing Leong has been in the same location in North Beach Road since the 1960s. The look and feel of the place has not changed since then. When you step into this coffee shop, it feels like you're stepping into a time portal, bringing you back to the days of your grandparents. The Hainanese invented a new method of brewing when they couldn't get hold of the Westerners' equipment for brewing. And that made them come out with their new method of brewing, and that method is called the salt filter. Coffee with salts.其实现在外面都有那些咖啡机，你直接按滋出来就有那个咖啡可以喝啊。为什么你们现在还要用这种传统的方法？
一路来就是用这个传统的会比较好喝，会比较香。你用那个咖啡机啊，那个咖啡会比较没有这样好喝。
Hip Sing Leong is also well known for another coffee drink known as kopi guyu, simply coffee with butter.
This thing, right, coffee with butter, right, has been around since I was young. When I was 5 years old, 6 years old. So this is unique. This is uniquely Singapore.
你的咖啡里面是有放牛油对吗？
对。
那你觉得有放牛油的咖啡跟没有放牛油的咖啡，我是觉得它口感有点不同啦。可是，对你来讲，你觉得它的最大不同会是有什么？
有的人会比较喜欢吃咖啡放牛油，是喝了比较舒服，这样比较香。
But if you see, there's actually a layer of butter on the surface of the coffee. It's not beautifully presented, but it still makes it a very good coffee. But would you rather indulge yourself in a more beautifully presented coffee? Maison Ikoku Cafe was opened in 2011, and since then it has received numerous awards for its excellent service and also its mouth-watering menu. Their baristas are professionally trained by a Japanese celebrity barista and a latte art specialist named Hiroshi Sawada. Actually, we recently visited a kopitiam and we realized that they have this thing called the salt filter, and that's actually one of their brewing methods. So, what are actually the brewing methods you have here?
Here, salt we do have, but we also have other brewing materials like V60, we have the Chemex, we have the siphon, we have the AeroPress. So yeah, other than the salt, we do have like a bit more of a range. Actually, this brewing, like this, all the difference within the brewing methods is just looking at the same coffee but from different angles.
After all that coffee talk, I was itching to make some coffee.
Before you enter the bar, I need you to put this on first.
Oh, okay.
Because for you to be in the bar, you have to be part of the team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. So yeah, if you want to be a barista, this is a mask, an apron, okay? So
When you make coffee, right, might as well look good in it.
I know, right? Latte art has been known worldwide for its delicate patterns in your morning cup of coffee. It is a method of pouring steamed milk into a shot of espresso in a way that results in a pattern or design on the surface of the drink. This method is called free pouring. Two of the most common free pouring designs in latte art are the heart shape and the rosetta, a fern-like design. Latte art is made possible by the combination of the creamer and the microfoam, which is a foam of air in milk which allow the creation of these beautiful designs. Everyone has their own taste as to why they prefer cafes or kopitiams. Some may prefer having their butter coffee with eggs and toast in a kopitiam for breakfast, whereas some might prefer having their coffee with cakes in a cafe for brunch. Well, both coffees has their positive and negative sides. Ultimately, it's up to the individual to know what type of coffee suits them best. If you want to know what type of coffee suits you best, just take a good sip of coffee without any sugar or milk to get the full experience of the bitterness and to savor the taste of the original coffee blend. Through that, you'll get to understand the fullness and the richness of the coffee.